When the phrase making a grand entrance is used, it's usually associated with a door. So when I was looking for a door with a difference for my own home, I wanted all the grandeur and designer style looks to achieve this objective. The brief was detailed. It was to be unusual size with unusual dimensions. It was to be bespoke, feature length, stunning to look at and elegant in appearance. In essence, to be a centre staged element within my home and functional in everyday use. When I saw their stunning display at the interior design show this summer, I knew I had found my prince, and it was definitely love at first sight. So after commissioning them to make it, how would it look coming all the way from Australia? Welcome to my home. At a show recently in the RDS, I came across a company that actually made bespoke designer doors. Very, very beautiful ones. And I actually need one for my own place. So I've actually invited Hugh and Mairead here from AML to solve this problem. Hi Hugh, how are you?
Hi Kathy, how are you?
Thanks for coming out today.
Not at all.
Now, this is the problem. I wouldn't necessarily call it an ordinary problem. So when I saw you there at that show, I knew you're going to crack this.
Well, you have a beautiful space throughout here with all the light, and I think we're going to be able to do something quite special. But there's going to be a few things we're going to have to take into account. There's going to be a few design considerations here because it's not a standard shaped opening.
Which is what I want. I don't want a standard shaped door.
Okay.
I want something that just almost draws the imagination and something that is a talking point in itself.
Okay, well I think we can have some fun with this.
Oh good, okay. Where do we start?
All right.
Design, I suppose.
Okay, we have a number of designs, but before we look at those, perhaps we could discuss whether, just to clarify, do you want the door to open in or to open out?
I would imagine opening in.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is probably the wider area. But should it open from this side or from this, considering the dishwasher's here?
Well, I think it would have to open this way, but you're going to have, because of the size of that space, you're going to have it protruding out here. And I don't know, is that a look you want, or would you like to try and avoid that?
Yeah, I'd rather like to avoid it.
Okay.
Particularly if I leave the door open.
All right.
You know, for a long time or something.
Okay.
Because obviously, like it serves as the main hall into this living area.
Right. Okay.
So you know, it could be open quite a lot, particularly with our daughter or the dog or whatever.
Okay. We're also going to have to look at your light fittings here.
Yeah.
Because they could affect it, but
I can change them.
okay. Because if we were opening on one leaf, obviously they'd hit. But since you don't want the door going all the way out to here, perhaps we could come up with another design that might be a little bit different, and might perhaps split the door into a 2/3, 1/3 design. But it could be quite different, so we better draw something up and see what you think of it.
Okay, so 2/3 is one way, and then
2/3 opening in, and maybe 1/3 going the other way.
So when it opens out, does it stop here?
It should stop around the end of this.
Well,
yes, we could perhaps design it that way.
Okay, and then I also need to talk to you about sort of obviously a colour, a type of style and a colour.
Yeah.
But I want something that really is quite bespoke.
Okay, well we do coloured and we do wood finishes as well. Now if we look at the wood that's in your hall and we try and match with that, we'd probably go with a colour, something like a bean. It's one of our wood colours. We could also do white, which would match in with your kitchen, but of course when you try and match a colour with a colour, you sometimes get a slight mismatch and it can look worse than that.
To be honest, I'd prefer the wood. I think it'd be far more richer and warmer. And particularly since, predominantly you'd be seeing it from the whole door. So, it would have that richness now, wouldn't it?
It would.
Far nicer than I think the white. The white would suit this inside,
yeah,
but not necessarily the outside. And this predominantly is going to play your first link into this particular area here.
Okay. Should we draw something up and show you what it might look like?
Okay.
Okay.
Gosh, yeah, okay. Mairead, this is basically the design of the door. It looks gorgeous, I must say.
Yeah, just going by the couple of issues that yourself and Hugh raised there when you were at the door, the opening. You mentioned that you would prefer, if the door was to be split, that it wouldn't become proud of your dishwasher unit that's there. So what I've suggested, and what you all suggested as well, was that we split the door 2/3, 1/3 fashion. So alongside doing that, rather than just have a standard open that you open the door in one direction, perhaps to open it two-way. So you have the larger, the 2/3 section will open out towards your kitchen end, and the smaller, the slicer panel will open back towards your hallway, your entrance, your main entrance. Yeah, I think one of the reasons why I suggested this is because you've got the strips of resin that run the whole way through, and because they're translucent, not transparent, there'll be a nice shimmer of light that will come out through.
That'd be gorgeous. That
And
sounds really nice.
Yeah, the whole notion with this product that it's light through timber, so that light will filter out.
And it's more like it's just you can see something through, but it
Yeah,
still
you
has
can-
that terrific privacy.
You
type
can
of
see a
thing.
shadow, but you can't see a perfect image.
It's gorgeous. Yeah. No, absolutely. As soon as I saw these doors, I just knew, and I'm terrible for that. I could wait 2 years and something, but I just spotted it and I went, there, that's the door, that's the one I want. So I'm delighted with this. This is going to be absolutely bang on, bang on. This is the moment I've been waiting for all day. My door. It's arrived from Australia. It's extremely bespoke. I'm very excited and anxious to see it. So let's go. Okay. Wow, 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 wow. This is fabulous. It's unbelievably beautiful.
Well,
I am
at
over
long
the moon
last,
with it.
at long last, it's here, Kathy. Your 2/3, 1/3 door. Designed it. You didn't want it coming out into your kitchen. We've designed
No.
it so that it doesn't dominate.
Wow, wow, wow.
And as an extra feature, we've designed the other side to open the other way, so that you've got an unusual feature into your hall.
Absolutely glorious.
And we talked and we'd worked out, and with the handles also, we've come up with a design that allows the door to open completely without banging against your kitchen furniture.
And the handles are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I think they keep in with the design very
Beautiful,
well.
aren't they? They really are. But the door is just breathtaking.
Well,
Really
another
is.
feature that we talked about and I think has worked very well are these concealed hinges, so that you see no
Yeah, they
hardware
really
from the
work.
front
They
when
really
when the door is closed.
Yeah.
And added to that, they allow the accentuation of the height of the space, because the space you gave us here was wonderful to work with. It allows us to use the linear patterning of the door to really accentuate the opening in your wall. And the ironmongery, the hardware, doesn't take from that at all, because the hinges are concealed.
Perfect.
So you can see even in this evening light
Just
that
fabulous.
there's great light
Gosh.
coming through from
It's
outside.
turned out so much better than even I visualised. I knew it was going to be gorgeous, but it is breathtaking.
Well,
And I know it's my door, but it's absolutely breathtaking. Are you pleased with it?
yeah, I think it's worked out really well. It was quite a challenge, but one we really enjoyed, and we're delighted with it, and I hope you are too.
Well, all I can say, you brought a beautiful piece of work into our home. And thank you very, very much. We're absolutely thrilled with it.
You're
And
more
that's
than welcome.
genuine. We're really, really, look at it. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of work. Well done to you all. Well done. It's fabulous. Worth waiting for. Well, that's all we have on this month's programme. And don't forget, if there's anything you'd like mentioned or anything you would like us to cover on the show, email us to info@city.ie or text Meteor on 0857 107 107. Well, as you can see, I was genuinely delighted with my door, but then they do say that all good things come to those who wait. Thanks for watching, and see you next month.